You are listening to the Gritty Podcast, where we talk about all things gritty. Life is not easy. It never was, and it never will be. A good life takes grit. Prioritize who you are and who you want to be, because life isn't fair, and a little grit can make all the difference.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the Gritty Podcast. I'm your host for this evening, the Gritty Broman. On today's podcast, Brian goes over some of the dehydrated meals and food that he's made for this bear hunt that he's going on. If you're interested in going deep, backpacking for as long as you can, dehydrated food is kind of the next step if you really want to kick butt in the backcountry. Give the podcast a listen to. I want to talk to you guys about the Mountain Oss movie night that's coming up. They're going to 5 different states. The first stop is going to be in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. That is at the end of this month, May 29th. Go to mountainops.com/events, or you can just type in mountainops.com. There's a tab at the top that says events. You can click on that to get your tickets. Or easier yet, look down in the show notes of this video. There'll be a link in the description. We are so close, guys. We have gritty swag. We have gritty t-shirts. We got some gritty hats. They are right around the corner. We are going to have them up in the next couple of days. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Let's get to the show.
All right, welcome to the Gritty Podcast. On today's episode, I'm going to go over the food that I'm taking with me on this backcountry bear hunt that we're going on. So this is 6 days of food, and it weighs 9 pounds. So that works out to be about 1.5 pounds a day, and this is with 2,200 calories per bag. So I'm going to add Ryan's Mountain Mush. So if you go to huntharvesthealth.com. Ryan has a mountain mush recipe that I've got put together. I just got to grab a couple more things for it, and then I'll add it to this bag. I imagine it's probably going to push me closer to 2 pounds per day. So I'll be around 12 pounds total for 6 days of food. I have another set of bags that we'll leave at base camp from where we're hiking in. That'll have 3 or 4 more days in it, just in case we want to stay longer or things work out like that. So if you take Ryan's Mountain Mush and you add it to what I have in these bags here, I'm probably going to be around 3,000 calories a day. And his Mountain Mush consists of a cup of oats, or 3/4 cup of oats, 1 half scoop of vanilla whey protein powder or chocolate, whatever you like, 2 tablespoons chia seeds. He's got shredded coconut, a couple of tablespoons shredded coconut, dates, raisins, craisins, dried fruits, whatever you prefer. I've got strawberries, 1/4 cup of sliced almonds. You can put in another sweetener. He's got monk fruit, xylitol, coconut sugar. That's what I've got, some coconut sugar. Mix all these ingredients together in a dry Ziploc bag, and it's probably 600 calories, 700 calories for that bag. And Ryan will heat it up in the morning and eat it warm. And like I said on the earlier podcast, we're using the Jetboil Minimo because the Minimo you can fine tune the simmering dial and just barely get the gas going. It's got a nice pot for cooking, warming up your own dehydrated meals in. It works really well. You can also have it cold though. He's dumped cold water in there and just had it cold. I think that's going to be a nice little meal, 500-600 calories, a nice mix of all kinds of good stuff added to what I'm about to show you. So added to that inside the bag here, I just brought these because I like them. They're Smashmallows. You can get them at like REI. They're pure junk. But these are mint chocolate chip. I only have these for just like a treat, like once or twice, have 1 or 2 each day after dinner or before I go to bed. They're probably not Ryan approved, but I don't care, right here, I'll go through the contents. What I've done is I've really tried to prepare a lot of my own food on this trip. So let's see. I have a Perfect Bar. This one's chocolate crisp, and I've got this one's a almond butter one. My wife made me these peanut butter balls, which Lampers has a recipe on his site. She has one that she just used. Got Rice Crisps, peanut butter, chocolate, just different things. I love that thing. It's got protein in it. Here is my primal chili. I use the Mark Sisson cookbook, and I made this chili as I always do. It's elk. I got some moose, and I have a little bit of Parmesan cheese. I'll simmer this on that stove, rehydrate it, and sprinkle the Parmesan cheese on it, and I will smash my own chili the way I like it, the way I've made it. And then here I have some fruit roll-ups, which are really just this right here is basically one sweet potato and a pear. So it's amazing once you've kind of blended this together and then dehydrated it, how small and lightweight this food gets. So there's that. And then right here I have an ammo trail pack, which is a new thing that Mountain Ops has just come out with, and pretty stoked on this. I get to a point where I'm hiking that I don't like to chew up and eat food. It gets to be a job. And this one right here I really like because I can just kind of drink it down. And this is a meal replacement. It's Mountain Ops Ammo meal replacement. It's got whole foods like spinach, broccoli, carrot, beet, tomato, shiitake mushroom, apple, cranberry, pomegranate, grape, strawberry, calcium, seaweed extract, Himalayan salt, cold mix flaxseed, whey protein isolate. Gives you some protein intake, 4.5 servings of whole foods, 10 grams of flaxseed. It's chocolate shake, and I love how it tastes. So I prefer it with milk. It's like a treat. In water, it's not as good, but I'm going to see if I can get some powdered milk maybe and throw it in there for the backcountry and see how that turns out. But I like it, but I'm not super picky, as anyone that goes with me can attest as far as like shakes and drinks go. But this bag isn't actually not complete. I need to add a few more things to it, like jerky. So let me open up another bag. So right here I have my own homemade elk jerky that I made. And then here is a banana that's been dehydrated and some apples, about a half an apple. More of the wife's peanut butter protein balls. And this one is a dehydrated meal that is sweet potato, cauliflower rice, chicken, and cheese. And it's a 350 calorie meal right here. And the wife made it and dehydrated it for me. So I'll simmer it, warm it up, heat it up, get it warm, and have a meal. And I already know what it tastes like because I've been making it at home. It's all the foods I like, seasoned the way I like. And then you're just rehydrating it after dehydrated. It was really easy to do all this, I made one heaping giant pot of chili, made a few of these rice and chicken meals with sweet potatoes, and then just threw it on the dehydrator, Excalibur dehydrator, and boom, I had all these preserved dehydrated meals, like perfect. So the Mountain Ops Ammo, again, each day I'm having that. Back to the fruit leathers. They have the sweet potato and the pear in it. It's really good. And then I like these Cliff Shop Blocks Energy Chews. They're just straight up sugar. And I just kind of like that treat. I like fruity chews. I like the bee stinger ones as well. And then peanut butter bars. Perfect peanut butter bars. So the only thing I'll probably add to this is a couple Baby L cheeses from the store and the Mountain Mush, Brian's Mountain Mush. And I like cheese to go, a little bit of cheese to go with my jerky. Let's see if there's anything else that's different. I do have a meal in here that is...
It's that one?
Right here, yeah. So I also have an assortment of turkey jerky versus elk or Coues deer jerky. I kind of made some out of all of it. My jerky's awesome. My jerky is about 350 calories of nutrition there. I have in here a bunch of dried shrimp. So if you get those salad shrimps at the store, fish doesn't dehydrate well, certain fish, especially if it's a high-fat fish. But shrimp is perfect. Especially those little salad ones, they dehydrate and they become nothing. They're just, here's a little bit of that salad shrimp right here. You take that salad shrimp, and I have ramen So I went and purchased some ramen. It's in my other bags. And it's the stuff you get at like Whole Foods. And they got the miso soup and some different flavored ramen packets you throw in there. And then you just throw your shrimp in there and you have huge, like they plump right back up when they rehydrate. And you've got shrimp and noodles. And I love that. That's a good high calorie, tasty meal for me. So that's another thing that I've done as well. Some of these, if I just want a little more protein, I've thrown some of that dehydrated shrimp in there. And then in here I have some Nun tablets. I also have some Pedialyte electrolytes, and then I have these salt caps that you can just get off of Amazon. And I find like if I'm hiking a lot and it's hot and I'm sweating a lot, I need all that salt. So this works really well for me. I'm pretty excited to try this out since this is the first time I've ever made my own meals and dehydrated them, and it was really easy. I made my own fruit leathers. That was really easy. I made my own jerky. That was really easy. I made my own little protein balls. That was really easy. And I really like the taste of everything I've got. And it's all healthy and natural. And it didn't cost me hardly anything. All this stuff I was able to just, chop up a banana and an apple and throw the stuff on the dehydrator. It was just great. So I have, like I said, I got like 10 or 12 meals of gallon bags that are ready to rock. And then I have, I don't know, another 10 or so that of dinners and stuff that I've got for some more upcoming hunts. So I'm going to continue to take meals that we make at home that look good for the dehydrator. I'm going to dehydrate them. Before I dehydrate them, because when you're trying to rehydrate food that loses all hydration, I chopped it up into little tiny, on the cutting board, like real fine, minced it. And we got some cheese. So it's a little bit of string cheese and some Tillamook medium cheddar for each bag. Like I said, I like me some cheese. I'm a big cheese guy. Cheese and meat. I think that about wraps it up. I might throw in a treat or two on top of this, kind of like these. Sometimes I like to get those Milton crackers and bring those just because I like the crunch of a cracker, especially if I have some ramen. I like to have a little cracker with it. So I like those gluten-free Milton crackers. Been eating those for years. So, but there you have it, folks. That's kind of the food. Like I said, 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds a day. And I think I'm around 3,000 calories. And that should do me for this trip. I should be getting some good nutrition, good value. I have a little bit of fish oil and a little bit of calcium and some other like pills that I bring. Like nutrition, I have Mountain Ops Ignite and Mountain Ops Yeti. Apple cider is what I got right now. And a little bit of pink lemonade that I bring, the travel packets. Like I said, Pedialyte, it's my thing. These Nun tablets and Noon, I don't know how you say it. And that's it. I'm so stoked. It's time to kill a bear. All right, folks, stay gritty.